everybody, and welcome to KWBJ Live, coming to you from Napoleonville on the campus of Assumption High School, where the Assumption High Mustangs are hosting the North DeSoto Griffins. We're at Veterans Memorial Field, and we're ready for some Quad A playoff baseball. This is the quarterfinals. They'll be playing the best 2 out of 3. We'll play 1 game today, 2 games tomorrow if necessary. You know, the first team to win 2 will advance to the semifinals in Sulphur, Louisiana, which will begin next week. I'm here to go. Chris Hunter is on the camera, and he will be injecting some of his thoughts throughout the game. On the mound for the Mustangs will be Owen Semino, and behind the plate is his battery mate, Reed By. First 3 hitters for the North DeSoto Griffins will be center fielder Sam Odom. He'll be followed by Caleb Gibson, the third baseman. In the hole is Robert Ashley, the catcher. Batting cleanup is going to be the pitcher, Braden Richardson. In the 5 hole, Elijah Morris, the Griffin first baseman. He'll be followed by right fielder Tristan Hopper. And then shortstop, Luke Delafield. The DH is going to be Remy Mason. And then Cole Corey bats in the 9 hole. He's the left fielder. And the DH, Mason, will be batting for the second baseman, Caleb Carter. So Semino finishes up his warm-up tosses, and we're ready to start the quarterfinals of 4A high school baseball. And a big crowd here this afternoon for an early Friday afternoon baseball game. Semino's first pitch, a 1-hopper to second, bobbled, picked up to first in time. So that's Evan Russo. And he stays with it to get the first out of the ball game. So Odom grounds out to second base.
Well, you can't start much better than that. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yep, that's it. That's what you woke for. At the plate, third baseman Caleb Gibson. I assume we had a timeout here.
Yeah, umpire stepped in for a second.
Okay.
Third time we're seeing Owen Semino pitch this year on our Game of the Week. First time, remember an outing against Morgan City. He went 5 innings and probably didn't have more than 60 pitches or so. Had to use a lot more pitches last week, but also in, actually he only went 4 innings in the win over Franklinton last week. It was a 5-inning game, but Coach Cadu pulled him after the 4th inning.
All right. First pitch was up high for a ball, but the second pitch is fouled straight back over the press box. Evens the count at a ball and a strike with 1 out. Here's a ground ball, 1 hop hard right back to Semino. He flips it to first base in time. So 2 up, 2 down for the Mustangs, and the home crowd likes it a lot. Okay, with 2 outs and the bases clean, that'll bring to the plate the catcher, Robert Ashley. Hard into the ground, 2-hopper back to second in time. That's Russo. And he's 3 up, 3 down, and not many pitches thrown, Chris.
Very efficient. That's what they like from Owen Semino. We got number 3 versus 6 today. Assumption winning over Franklinton in 2 games last week. North DeSoto coming in as the number 6 seed. Don't know a whole lot about them. Just from looking at the stats, we saw that the very free swinging team in the first inning, aggressive at the plate. Home run hitting team, we don't see too many of those. Assumption, no home runs on the season. North DeSoto as a team has 13 home runs. So I don't know if they have maybe a short porch feel there, or they're just a legitimate power hitting team. But you look at a stat like that, you see 13 home runs from a high school team. That's impressive.
Well, Chris, of those 13 home runs. 3 of them are hit by a hitter who's not in the starting lineup today. 3 of them come from the starting pitcher for today. That's Richardson. On the mound is Richardson, and behind the plate is Ashley. First 3 hitters for the Mustangs will be second baseman Evan Russo. On deck is first baseman Cole Semino, and in the hole is center fielder Reese Turner. These guys will be followed by the cleanup spot with Reed Bay, the catcher, Mason Savoy, the third baseman, Owen Semino, today's starting pitcher for the Mustangs. Then followed him will be left fielder Austin Mitchell, and the shortstop Bryson Tomplay. And in the 9 hole is right fielder Luke Leonard.
Richardson comes in with a 1.73 ERA for the Griffins, 6-1 record in 8 starts.
A little overcast this afternoon. There was supposed to be some chances of rain. I don't know if they got any here. We had a little shower very early this morning, right after the sun came up. Got a little bit, not much. Have a little wind blowing in, talking about home runs, but you got a little wind blowing in from left field. The breeze picks up every now and again, but for the most part, there's very little wind right now anyway. Okay, Richardson has finished up his warm-up tosses. First pitch. Fastball. In there for a call, strike 1. Nothing in 1.
All right, Abby, you got a kid? Got a bud.
Another good fastball. This catches the inside corner for a call, strike 2. Nothing in 2 to Russo. Here's a fastball that just nipped him on the shoulder. Couldn't even tell. He kind of pointed to his shoulder, and the umpire agreed. It nipped him on the shoulder with the 0-2 pitch, so he'll take first base.
I have no opinion.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure what he was pointing at. I knew the pitch was high and inside. But really, all it has to do to be a hit batter is just touch his jersey. If it nips his jersey, that's enough. Here comes with another fastball. Been all fastballs so far. This one is low and inside for ball 1.
He's got some giddy up on that fastball,
yeah,
too.
He's got a little bit of heat. Russo takes a healthy lead off first. Both of these are, I say both, I know the Mustangs, they love to run. And this one evidently hit him also. Must have got him on the foot. I thought it hit the plate, but evidently it came up and hit him. So another hit batter. That'll bring, there's runners on first and second with no outs. Richardson so far has thrown nothing but fastballs, and he's got a pretty good heater, but it's the only thing he's shown so far. At plate is number 4, center fielder, Reese Turner. Another fastball, this one up high for ball 1. Started out with 2 hard fastballs for a call strikes, but ever since they've been balls. 2 hit batters. Another fastball. This one's inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Runners on first and second with no outs. Going after this one is Turner, and he fouls it back over the press box for strike 1. 2 balls in the strike.
Turner comes in hitting .329 on the season, 26 RBI. Here's an opportunity here.
The 2-1 pitch. Gets the bunt down, but it's going to be fouled down the third baseline. Mustangs believe in the small ball game, like you mentioned earlier. Not a lot of home runs, but they like to steal bases. They like to bunt the runners over. And Turner trying to move the runners over. He's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count. This pitch just a little bit low. That'll be a full count. I guess he did call it. Okay, I guess he did call a strike. Home team didn't like it. Pitcher liked it though. So Turner goes down looking for the first out. So 2 outs that'll bring to the plate the cleanup hitter, Reed By. He's also the Mustangs catcher.
In my experience, no hitter has ever looked at strike 3.
Right. Yeah. This off his foot. He hit it straight down into his back foot, I think it was. I think maybe his front foot he's limping off with a little bit. It's a foul ball. Strike 1, nothing in 1 with 1 out and 2 on. Russo stands on second base and Cole Semino stands on first base, both reached by a hit by pitch. Catcher Ashley has a quick message for his pitcher Richardson. Everybody back in position. We're ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is fastball. Yeah, taken for ball 1. Fakes a throw to second base. Everybody back safe. Richardson, a right-handed pitcher, and By is a right-handed hitter. Fastball, up and in. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Three umpires here today. We have one behind home, one at first, and right now the other standing on the infield between second and third. This one misses inside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Richardson staying with his heater. He throws it hard, but he's kind of been sporadic with it, all over the place, high, low, in and out.
By is a selective hitter, leads the team in walks with 19.
3-1 pitch with 1 out and 2 on. Steps off the mound as Richardson. Resets, gets his sign. And By goes after the fastball, and he fouls it straight back into the net. That'll run the count full. So we'll have a full count with 1 out and 2 on. We're in the bottom half of the first inning, no score. Swing and a miss for strike 3. By goes after another fastball, misses it. So with 2 outs, that'll bring to the plate the 5-hole hitter, third baseman Mason Savoy. He'll bat with 2 outs and 2 runners on.
Savoy hitting .317 on the season.
This is popped up behind the press box. Savoy was the starting pitcher, and he pitched a complete game for the third game of last weekend's series against Franklinton.
Yeah, he did a very nice job last Saturday.
Yep, had a 10-run rule shutout after 5 innings. This pitch, first pitch misses inside, or second pitch rather, misses inside for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Ground ball hit in the hole between short and third, sending 1 run home. The other runners all have to hold at first and second. So Savoy with the first hit of the game for either team, and he picks up an RBI as Russo scores. Cole Semino will move to second base, and Savoy stands on first. Good job by the Griffin defense as they managed to get that ball in quick.
21st RBI of the season for Savoy.
Owen Semino, today's pitcher for the Mustangs, comes in the bat. Goes after the first pitch. It's fouled straight back behind the press box. 0-1.
Semino is a .315 hitter.
Richardson gets the sign and delivers. Semino goes after what looked like his first breaking ball of the game.
Yeah, and it fooled Owen.
Yep. And it's a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 0-2.
Now you throw about 15 or so straight fastballs. I can understand why you think another one's coming.
This pitch misses outside, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. Ed looks at a call, strike 3. He doesn't like it, just as you mentioned. Batters don't like that. But umpire liked it, and he called it a strike.
Oh, you got to take the bat off your shoulder in that case. Take the game out of the umpire's hands, is what they always say.
So the first 2 batters come up, they get hit by pitches. One of them scores. So wow, after 1 complete inning of play, Mustangs lead 1-0. Gives us an opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, starting with our thanks to LA Contracting Enterprises for their support in KWBJ Live's presentation of Assumption Mustang Baseball. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, nationally recognized hospital, patient-centered excellence. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school baseball in the Tri-City area. Cassie Boudreaux Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-997039. Go Mustangs. Pop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Guaranteed title, locally owned and operated, closing homes in St. Mary Parish and all of Louisiana for over 48 years. Let Mike, Jana, and Stephanie help with all of your closing needs. Guaranteed title, close with us. We'll go to the top of the second inning. And the first 3 hitters for the Griffins will be the pitcher, Braden Richardson. On deck is first baseman Elijah Morris, and in the hole is the right fielder Tristan Hopper. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch, he checked his swing, but I think it was a call, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This pitch a little bit low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Richardson, a .310 hitter with, as you mentioned, 3 home runs on the season.
This pitch just below the knees. Ball 3. 3-1 count on Richardson.
I didn't realize it was
And that's called strike at the knees. That'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like Richardson says, well, if you're going to give it to them, give it to me. Okay, goes after one a little bit low and fouls it into the net on the right side. That'll even the count. I mean, you leave the count at full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, 1 hop at the third. Over the first in time. Good job by Savoy. And Richardson goes down 5-3. 1 away. With 1 out, that'll bring the first baseman, Elijah Morris, will come to the plate. He's a left-handed hitter, facing the right-handed Semino. It's a breaking ball that stays up high. Ball 1, 1-0 to count.
And after 4 shutout innings last week, Semino has lowered his ERA to .96. That would be 0.96.
Okay, in the middle of his warm-up, we get a timeout called. The first base coach and the first base umpire have a brief conversation. Okay, all that's settled. 1-0 pitch. Going after a high fastball in the strike zone, but up in the strike zone. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Ball 1, strike 1, 1 out. Nobody on.
Morris hitting .291 on the season. Another 3 home run guy for the year.
There's another breaking ball that stays up high for ball 2. 2-1. Just fouled back into the net. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Morris goes down swinging for the second out of the top of the second. That'll bring to the plate Tristan Hopper.
Aaron, I don't know how the wind is down here, but up here it's a pretty decent wind blowing right in the face, so hitting the ball out of here is going to be tough today.
It's got a little breeze. It comes and goes. First pitch misses for a ball 1. It'll blow a little bit, then it'll kind of lay down for a little while to hardly nothing, then it'll come back a little later. It's a ground ball, 1 hopper to short, the first, in time for the 3rd out. So Hopper goes out on the ground ball to Tomplay. He threw a few more pitches this inning, but still 1-2-3 inning for Semino.
Continues to get good defense behind him. 3rd play in 2 innings for Tomplay.
All right, a few more of our sponsors. State Representative Chad Brown from Napoleonville wishes the Mustangs the best of luck in the playoffs. Bring home a state championship. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Staziones, get our Stazione app and order one of our mouth-watering po' boys online at stazionedeli.com. Staziones, are you hungry yet? AJ Dolman, Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick and Highway 1 in Plaquemine. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late night delivery through DoorDash. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, and internet and telephone service. Call 384-8335. Okay, we will move now to the bottom of the second inning. Mustangs lead 1-0. And we'll start this off with the 7-hole hitter, left fielder Austin Mitchell. On deck is shortstop Bryson Tomplay He'll be followed by the 9-hole hitter, Luke Leonard, the right fielder.
Winner of this game takes on the winner of 7th seed Iowa and number 2 seed North Vermillion. Iowa won the opener game of that series last night. Game 2, I believe, starts at 6 o'clock tonight.
Richardson starts him off with one of his fastballs. It's up and away for ball 1.
Assumption trying to earn its first ever trip to Sulphur. North DeSoto was there last year, got beat in the semis.
This one hits him in the head, knocks his helmet off. Seems to be okay. The umpire wanted to check with him. He grabbed his helmet and trotted down to first base. Seems to be okay. Did knock his helmet off, though, but that's the 3rd batter he's hitting.
And I had to be a little selective with the statistics that I printed, trying to keep everything on one page, and I left off hit by pitch, so I don't know how many he's hit on the year, but it's a struggle early on today.
And he comes almost every pitch has been his fastball, and he's got a very good fastball, throws it hard. We don't have a gun, so I can't guesstimate what the speed is, but it's pretty good high school fastball. Trying to bunt him over. He went for it. He reached for it, so they're going to give him a strike on that. The pitch was out of the strike zone, but he tried to get it down for the bunt. That's Bryson Tomplay, the shortstop. Made a couple of nice defensive plays here early in this ball game. There's a fastball in there for a called strike 2. Nothing in 2 to count. Mitchell with a big lead off first. Fastball on the inside portion of the plate for a call, strike 3. That's 1 away. That'll bring to the plate the 9-hole hitter, right fielder, Luke Leonard. On deck, we'll move back to the top of the batting order in Evan Russo.
What a luxury to have a 302 hitter as your 9-hole.
It's kind of sweet. This pitch in the dirt bounces off the catcher's chest, and Mitchell will move down to first base. Mitchell will stand on second. First pitch is obviously a ball 1.
I want to thank everybody for joining us here on KWBJ Live YouTube. If it is your first time, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.
Chases a high one, that high fastball. Swing and a miss.
We'll be back again with Game 2 tomorrow at noon. Game 3, if necessary, will take place about 3:30.
Yep. Basically, it's going to be 30 minutes after the first game ends. Whatever time that happens to be, that's generally what they do. This hit in the air to left. Left fielder gets under it, makes the catch. Runner has the hold at second base. So a fly ball to left field for the second out. We'll go back to the top of the batting order, and Evan Russo, he got hit by a pitch and scored the only run of the game so far. Nice move to first, but Mitchell gets back in time. Made it close. 2 outs with a runner on second base. This hit in the hole between short and third. They're going to send him home. We're going to have a play at the plate. And sliding in is Mitchell for the second run of the game. And Russo, with a single, is able to go to second on the throw home. So the Mustangs get their second hit of the game and also their second RBI of the game. They were sending them home all the way.
Yeah, as usual, Assumption very aggressive on the base pass. Not a bad throw-in from left field, just a little bit off target. Was on time. It would have been a very close play if it had been on target.
First pitch is popped up, out of play, behind third base dugout. Cole Semino, who was also hit by a pitch. He's the Mustangs' first baseman. He's batting with 2 outs and a runner on second.
Cole hitting .322 on the season. 15 RBI. Love to get another one here.
This pitch misses outside. That evens the count at a ball and a strike. Richardson continues to feed him with fastballs. He's got a good heater, but I think he's only thrown 1, maybe 2 off-speed pitches. Everything else has been the fastball. That might be a little bit of a breaking ball right there that misses low and inside.
No, that was called
no,
a
they
strike.
called it a strike. Yeah, he called it a strike. I guess it was a breaking ball, so I guess he caught that corner of that plate because the catcher caught it. He had to lean way outside to catch the ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Semino goes down swinging for the 3rd out. So after 2 complete innings of play, Mustangs enjoying a 2-run lead. They picked up 1 in the first and 1 in the second. We'll move to the top of the 3rd inning. The Griffins have been 3 up and 3 down in the first 2 innings, so they'll send to the plate their 7-hole hitter, shortstop Luke Delafield. On deck will be the DH, Rennie Mason. And in the hole is the left fielder, Cole Corey.
And while we're bringing you this game, of course, we're keeping up with the other big quarterfinal match from our area. 5th seed Berwick is up at Sterlington, taking on the number 4 seed up there. They won last night 3-0, take a 1-0 lead in the series. Right now, bottom of the second, Sterlington with a 1-0 lead over Berwick. 3rd game of that one will be later tonight if necessary. No, it's 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Berwick with runners in scoring position.
Ground ball's going to be a 2-hopper to second. Throw to first in time. Nice play by Russo at second base. He's gotten quite a bit of business over there today.
Yeah, that's his 3rd play. Everything has been infield. 3 to second, 3 to short, 1 to third.
Yeah, 1 third, 1 short, and like I said, the 3rd one to second base. First pitch misses for ball 1. Rennie Mason, the DH, at the plate. This is a called strike as it catches the inside corner. Mason bats for the second baseman, Caleb Carter. This bounces off the plate. It's a breaking ball. That's ball 2. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out and nobody on.
Mason comes in hitting .407 on the season.
Bouncing ball to short, to first, in time. Nice play by shortstop Tomplay. Made a running catch and throw on the run and threw a strike to Semino at first base. So with 2 away, that'll bring to the plate the 9-hole hitter, Cole Corey. He's the left fielder for the Griffins. This pitch misses a little bit low. Ball 1. We continue to have some cloud cover here today, kind of holding the temperature down. There's a foul tip. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. That was a breaking ball he went after and swung over the top of it. And he looks at call strike 3. So again, the Griffins go in order, 1, 2, 3. And we'll move to the bottom half of the third. As we do that, we'll thank some of our sponsors again. Our thanks to LA Contracting Enterprises for their support. KWBJ Live's presentation of Assumption Mustang Baseball. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, nationally recognized hospital, patient-centered excellence. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street, in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school baseball in the Tri-City area. Cassie Boudreaux Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs. Pop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. And Guarantee Title, locally owned and operated closing homes in St. Mary Parish and all of Louisiana for over 48 years. Let Mike, Jana, and Stephanie help with all your closing needs. Guaranteed Title. Close with us.
Jana's son used to play for Berwick, and that's when she really got excited about sponsoring baseball on the internet. But I talked to her the other day. No video coverage of Berwick, but she's at home watching Assumption just because she loves local high school baseball.
It's understandable, because I know I sure do. Some good baseball in high school around here. And they have had it for a long, long time that way. Okay, at the plate, Reese Turner. He hits a line drive to left field, gets down in front of the left fielder. He'll turn the corner at first base. So he goes after the first pitch and lines it to left. And that's the third hit of the game for the Mustangs. Reese Turner is the Mustangs left fielder. That'll bring to the plate the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Reed By. He struck out swinging in the first inning. He looks at a pitch that catches the inside corner for a call, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, trying to steal and sliding under the tag. Good job at first base is Turner. The pitch is a strike, so we have a 0-2 count on By.
That's Turner's 25th stolen base of the year.
Like we mentioned earlier in the game, Mustangs like to play small ball, like to run the bases. Puts a little pressure on that pitcher and the defense. This ball is fouled into the face mask and may have caught some of the umpire as well. Face mask of the catcher and maybe the chest protector on the umpire. But the count will stay 0-2. Yeah, and going after a breaking ball, a swing and a miss for strike 3.
Number 7.
That's the first out here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring to the plate the first baseman, Mason Savoy. He singled in the first inning and knocked in a run, rocked in the first run of the game. 1 out, 1 on. His fastball is called strike, catches the inside portion of the plate. 0-1 to count. Runner's going. Swing and a miss. The throw to third is up high. Third baseman Gibson had to go high to make the catch, but he did glove it. By the time he got there, Russo had slid in third base, so he will stand on third with one out. A fly ball could score him if it's deep enough.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get up and get that ball, the score might be 3-0 right now.
Exactly. Nothing in two to count. Ground ball hit back to the pitcher. He checks the runner, slips and falls. So Savoy will reach on the fielder's choice. He checked the runner, thought he might have had a play at third on Turner, but changed his mind, was going to go to first, but then he slipped. His feet went out from under him.
Yeah, Richardson did all the right things there until he made the turn to try to make the throw, and then the feet just came out from under him. I don't know if it's a little wet right there. He did have some rain earlier.
So that'll leave runners on first and third with one out and bring to the plate Owen Semino. Semino is today's pitcher. Goes to first. Back in time is Savoy. Semino struck out looking to end the first inning. He'll bat with one out. Runners on first and third. Looking to square around the bunt and pulled it back in time to make it ball one. Move to first base. Back in time is Savoy. Gets the bunt down this time, popped up high in the air, got to go to first. Checked the runner. While he was doing that, the batter was running hard and he beats the throw to first base. And again, I guess we have to give him a fielder's choice, huh, Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because had he gone just straight to first, but the right move is to check the runner, but another fielder's choice, and that'll load the bases.
Yeah, and you'd expect that ball to come further off that home plate turf than it did. He had to run a long way to get that ball.
Plus, it was hit high. I mean, when it hit the ground and bounced, like you said, off that turf field, the circle that you can see in red around home is artificial turf, and it's a hard floor. It bounced high, and Richardson had to wait for it to come down. Russo got a good lead, but checked himself and went back. Semino showed his speed and beat the throw to first base. First pitch was a strike, so we have a 0-1 count with one out and the base is full of Mustangs. Sun kind of peeks out a little bit. This pitch is low for ball one. Ball one, strike one, one out. Base is loaded. Mustangs have scored a run in each of the first two innings and lead 2-0, but they had the bases loaded with one away. Fastball, pounded into the ground and down the third base line, foul. That'll run the count of ball in 2 strikes. Richardson checks the runners, delivers. Line drive hit down the third base line, but that's going to be foul. Everything stays the same. The runners go back. The count stays a ball and a strike, a ball and 2 strikes rather, with one away. We're in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Mitchell goes down swinging.
Huge strikeout there for Richardson.
Number 6, Bryson.
So with 2 away, that'll bring to the plate the shortstop, Bryson Tomplay. He struck out looking in the second inning. He'll bat with 2 outs and the bases full. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Tomplay's strikeout came in the bottom of the second inning.
Have fun, B. Have fun, kid.
That pitch misses, ball 2. 2-0.
Have fun, big guy.
Richardson gets his sign, checks the runner, and delivers the 2-0 pitch. This popped up to right field. Right fielder misjudged it, and this hits the ground. 2 runs will score. He throws home, and we'll have runners on first and third. He misjudged. He stood still for a couple seconds, Chris. Looked at the ball, and I don't know if the wind affected it somewhat, but by the time he realized he needed to come in, it was too late, didn't get to it.
Well, yeah, we mentioned it's a little breezy up there, and he had to kind of wait and figure. Still made a great effort. For a second, I thought he had it.
Yeah, I thought so too. But in either case, the ball drops in safely, and the runners did not have to hold because there's 2 outs. With it being just 1 away or none away, probably would have scored only 1 run. But with 2 outs, the runners are running on contact. So 2-run score. So the Mustangs pick up a couple runs. They now enjoy a 4-0 lead. That'll bring to the plate the 9-hole hitter, right fielder Luke Leonard. Okay, we may have calling the defense as the catcher Ashley. The runners on first and third. They may have a play on. This pitch catches the inside corner for a call, strike 1. Luke Leonard at the plate. He's a 9-hole hitter, so we will move up to the top of the batting order should he manage to get on base. First pitch misses low and inside. Ball 1. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. And nope, he's going to say he swung it. So a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch was low and inside. Tried to check his swing, but home plate umpire said, nope, you went far enough. He chased it, but it hit the dirt, so they're going to have to throw him out with 2 away, and they do. So it's a swinging strikeout for the 3rd out. And after 3 complete innings of play, Mustangs lead by the score of 4-0. They picked up 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 here in the third. And another opportunity here to thank some of our sponsors, starting with State Representative Chad Brown from Napoleonville. Wishes the Mustangs the best of luck in the playoffs. Bring home a state championship. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Stazione's. Get our Stazione app or order one of our mouth-watering po' boys online at stazionedeli.com. Staziones, are you hungry yet? AJ Doman, Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick and Highway 1 in Plaquemine. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista open late night delivery through DoorDash. And Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call them at 384-8335.
Berwick was unable to push a run across in the bottom of the second. They still trail Sterlington 1-0 in game 2 of that series. Bottom of the third, Berwick with a 1-0 lead. Also, I believe it was yesterday, Centerville eliminated in the Division 4 quarterfinals, losing 9-0 to Mangum.
Number 16, Sam Odom.
Okay, starting off the top of the fourth inning is going to be the leadoff hitter, Sam Odom. Odom grounded to second base to start the ball game. He looks at a call strike, so 0-2 count on Odom. Oh, this just misses. Evidently, he was inside a little bit for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Odom is the Griffins center fielder today. Ground ball, hit up the middle. This is going to get through for the first hit of the game and the first base runner of the game for the Griffins. Sam Odom singles to start the top of the fourth.
Yeah, I was about to say, up to this point, Semino has faced the minimum.
Yeah, he's been 3 up, 3 down for the first 3 innings, so that's the first base runner of the game. Solid single, hit hard on the ground, right up the middle. Odom with a big lead off first. Ball gets away from By, and Odom slides at second without a throw. At the plate is the third baseman, Caleb Gibson. He hit a comebacker to Semino on the mound, threw to his little brother for the second out in the top of the first. He squares the bunt, gets the bunt down, but it has a lot of backspin on it. It came down in fair territory, but it spun back out of bounds. So it will be a foul ball.
A lot of backspin, unlike an Aaron Ortego pitching wedge.
Yeah.
That came back.
Okay, so he'll step back in the box with a 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out and a runner on second base. There's a curveball that misses. 2 balls and a strike. On deck is the catcher, Robert Ashley. Two 1 pitch, up and in. For ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. Gibson, the Griffins, starting third baseman. Wears the number 10, bats from the right side. Gets the bunt down. This time it's going to be down the third base line. They're going to let it roll. It'll roll out of bounds, and that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Gibson trying to move the runner over.
Yeah, first base runner of the day for the Griffins, and you want to make sure you take advantage of every one of them. Because the way Semino's throwing, I don't think there's going to be too many.
Nope. Full count pitch. Semino checks the runner, comes home. Just fouled off straight back in the net. Count will stay full, 3-2. We'll do it again. Semino gets his sign. Comes home. Ground ball. Hit the second base. Leonard, or rather Russo, goes to first base. It wasn't a bunt, but he did manage to get the runner over. So with one out,
Number 4, Robert Ashley.
one away, that'll bring the catcher, Robert Ashley, to the plate. He grounded to second base to end the first inning. He'll bat with one out and a runner on third base. This is a line drive hit to the right fielder. The catch is made. The throw comes home. Strong throws. He throws it on the fly all the way home. A big strong arm from Luke Leonard out there in right field. He makes the catch and the runner has to hold. Line drive hit hard, but hit right at the right fielder, Luke Leonard. He makes the play for the second out. So with two away, the cleanup hitter, Brandon Richardson, will come to the plate. He grounded to third to start off the second inning. This fouled over the first base dugout. Nothing in one to count with two outs.
And of course, this is our first time seeing North DeSoto. We talk about Assumption being aggressive on the base paths. North DeSoto elected to be a little more conservative there. I think Assumption would have run in that situation.
Yeah, probably so. They might have been in trouble. It could have been a mistake because, sometimes you want to make them put you out, but he might have been out. That was a strong throw coming out of right field. The ball wasn't hit real deep, but it was, like I said, one you might have tried to get in on, but like I said, not with a throw like that. There's a fastball for call strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 outs, the pitcher, Braden Richardson, at the plate. This fastball hit high. Center fielder runs back, gets under it, and makes the catch. Good play out there by Turner. He had to run backwards for a ways, but managed to catch up to it for the third out. So runner gets to third base, but he cannot get in. So we'll move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Bottom of the fourth inning, the Mustangs will start off with the leadoff hitter, Evan Russo. He'll be followed by the first baseman, Cole Semino. On deck, center fielder, who just made the third out, Reese Turner. Brandon Richardson will walk back out to the mound to start the fourth inning, bottom half of the fourth. So moving to the bottom half of the fourth inning, Mustangs lead 4-0. They've managed to score in every inning. They picked up 1 run in the bottom of the first, 1 run in the bottom of the second, and 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth.
Someone else we know watching on the KWBJ Live channel today, Jeremy Landry, big supporter of the Assumption Mustangs. Has LA Contracting here, and it's thanks to him that we have this sky lift that's giving us this great view of the ballpark. Normally he would be here. He is out of town today. In fact, he's out of country. I'm not going to share his business, but I know he's making us a truly international channel today.
Aha. I can safely, no, that would not be true. I was going to say, I never talked to someone out of the country before, but my daughter was out of the country before, and I called her. And
well, he's not as far away as that time we did the Berwick softball game a couple of years ago. We know there was a family from Italy watching the game.
That's true, right? Yeah, they had a player.
He is not within the United States of America.
Right. Yeah, we had one from. We sure did. That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it? Or last year. First pitch misses low. He tried to check his swing. Umpire appeals, and umpire on third base said, "Yep, he held it back, so it's a ball. Ball 1." Russo won today. Got hit by a pitch and scored a run, and he singled in the second inning. So the second pitch was a strike, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball misses outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Richardson stays with his dominant pitch, the fastball, throws it hard. Another one, this one misses low and inside. No, he called it a strike. Called out a strike, so it's strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is fouled in the dirt, bounces back towards the backstop. Count will stay 2-2.
Umpire's not very animated with his call, but I can hear him call the strike immediately, and then he rings it up with his right hand.
But 90% of the time or higher, I cannot hear him in his right hand. Just hit hard in the ground. Shortstop runs up, makes the throw to first, pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll be safe on the throwing error. So Russo reaches on the error. He took something off his throw, Chris. He just tried to lob it up to him and didn't have anything on it.
Yeah, and if anything, he needed to kind of be in a little bit of a hurry because the ball bounced so high.
Yep. So there'll be an error on the shortstop. Runner safe at first. That'll bring to the plate first baseman Cole Semino.
I think that's the first error of the game on the Griffins, but they've got that would be 68 on the season. They average almost 2 a game.
Yeah. Semino is 0 for 1 today. He got hit by a pitch in the first inning, and he struck out swinging in the second inning. So his third trip to the plate. First pitch was a ball 1. Quick throw to first base. Back in time is Russo.
Never threw you that.
1-0 pitch. This pitch is low. Ball 2.
Got a nice fan contingent on hand from North DeSoto, which is in Stonewall, south of Shreveport.
Yep, pretty long trip. Brought them a nice crowd here. We saw the team in Morgan City. When we were leaving Morgan City, we passed by the Hampton Inn, and they were getting on the bus at the Hampton Inn in Morgan City. So that's where they'll be spending the night tonight. They'll be back here tomorrow for at least 1 game, if not 2. This pitch misses inside for ball 4. So Semino will draw the walk. Russo will move to second base. We have runners on first and second with nobody out, and that'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Reese Turner. He struck out in the first and singled and scored a run and stole a base in the third.
And Coach Samuel Odom is going to pay a visit. Last week we had Jack. Was it Jack Tyjon? Was that the first name, Jack?
I don't remember, but Tyjon is the last
Coach
name.
Tyjon from Franklinton.
Yep.
Longtime coach here in South Louisiana, and here we've got a longtime Northern coach in Sam Bo Odom. Was at Mansfield for many years and then came over here to North DeSoto. I don't know how many years he's been head coaching, but he got his 400th career win last season. That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, you got to be at it a while to do that, and you got to have a lot of success as well, because more times than not, you're not going to play more than 28, 30 ball games in a season, and of course you never win them all, not in baseball especially. So yeah, you got to do it for a while to get that many piled up. That'll bring to the plate, like I said, Reese Turner. He is 1 for 2 on the day and has scored a run and stolen a base. Turner is the Mustangs' starting center fielder. And we have a timeout here. Not quite sure what's going on, if they're making some sort of change. One of the Griffin coaches wants to talk to his catcher.
Number 4. Now off the bat, number 4, Reese Turner.
Now the home plate umpire has told Turner to step in the batter's box. If Ashley doesn't get in the catcher's box soon, it could end up being a ball. And he's behind the plate now. We're ready to play ball.
Yeah, there's no official pitch clock here in high school, but the umpire does have that discretion.
Well, yeah, I mean, he can call him in, and like I said, he told the batter to step in the box. I'm not exactly sure what the discussion was about. There was a timeout called, and all three umpires were talking to not the head coach, but one of the assistant coaches. And then that assistant coach walked over and talked to his catcher. So anyway, first pitch was a ball 1. Richardson, fastball, misses inside, ball 2. 2-0 to count. Nobody out with runners on first and second base. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mustangs lead 4-0. This is a hard ground ball hit down the third base line, but foul. That'll be 2 balls and a strike. We're at Veterans Memorial Field on the campus of Assumption High School in Napoleonville, Louisiana. This is the quarterfinal round of Class 4A ball. Assumption High Mustangs are hosting the North DeSoto Griffins. This is a fastball way over the pitches, completely got away from the catcher. He had no chance to come down with that one. Both runners will move over. Now stand on second and third. Russo on third. Semino on second. And the count goes 3 balls and 1 strike on the 3-hole hitter, Reese Turner. Nobody out.
A big opportunity for the Mustangs here.
Yep. And the 3-hole hitter at the plate. This popped up high, and I'm going to assume it went out of play because I have no idea where it went.
Yeah, it's in the parking lot.
In the parking lot. I'm just glad it didn't come down on my little head. That'll run the count full. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, and 2 on for Reese Turner. On deck is the catcher, Reed By. This, a slicing line drive, lands fair ball in the corner. It's going to roll all the way in the corner. 2 runs will score easily. And coming in at third base, it'll be a stand-up triple for Reese Turner and 2 RBIs.
Well, just a beautiful tailing hit down the first baseline, and then it got made worse for North DeSoto when it took a funny hop off the fence out there. Of course, Assumption, everybody running, and that is as you said, a 2-run stand-up triple.
Yeah, well, that was just a beautiful, took an outside pitch. He's a right-handed hitter. Took the outside pitch and just sliced it to right field. Landed well in fair territory and then rode out of bounds after that. Had that left to right spin on it. I've hit a lot of drives with my golf ball just like that, Chris. A lot of them. First pitch for a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2, nothing in 2.
Did Turner already have an RBI today?
Yep.
Well, he's got 32 on the season now.
He'll stand on third base, 0-2 count. And it looked like a breaking ball this time that comes in for call strike 3. And 1 out. That'll bring to the plate Mason Savoy.
And what a great response by Richardson there to giving up that hit. He comes back and just greases 3 straight off the corners.
Savoy comes in 1 for 2, has a single and an RBI in the first inning. Reached on the fielder's choice and scored a run in the third. No balls and 1 strike with 1 out for Savoy. Tried to get the bunt down. Looked like we had a squeeze coming in, but he fouled it straight back into the net. Turner will have to go back to third. That'll run the count 0-2.
I know you like sacrifice bunts. I love squeeze bunts. To me, that's about the most exciting play in baseball.
Yeah.
Get away, mate.
This one hits him. Goes into the net. And another hit by pitch. Savoy will go to first. Turner stays on third.
I believe that's the 4th hit batsman for Richardson.
Yeah, he's had a few of them. That'll bring to the plate the starting pitcher, Owen Simino. He's 0 for 2. He struck out looking in the first inning, and he reached on the fielder's choice in the third. Six 0 Mustangs lead. There's a breaking ball that comes in for a call, strike one, 0-1.
And as a professional sports broadcaster, I'm obligated now to say, great opportunity for the pitcher to help his cause.
There you go. I'm sure there were a lot of people waiting for that. Gets the bunt down. Only play is going to be at first. Richardson goes to first and gets the out at first base, but the run scores. So it's a sac bunt for Simino, and he does help his cause. Okay. Turner will score for the third run of the inning, and that will bring to the plate the left fielder, Austin Mitchell. He scored. He got hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. Struck out swinging in the third, and he'll bat with 2 outs with a runner on second base. This ground ball hit down the third base line, foul. 0-1 the count. Austin Mitchell, the 7th hitter of this inning, and also he is the Mustangs left fielder. 7-0 now the Mustangs lead. This pitch, breaking ball, misses low. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Make it work, man. Make it work.
On deck is shortstop Bryson Tomplin. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball down the third base line. And that hit someone or something around the Mustang dugout, and it bounced back down the third base line. So it's a foul ball.
Yeah, you can't go to sleep in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs with a runner on second base. There's a soft liner that's going to drop in front of the left fielder. They're going to hold it, runner at third. Strong throw comes in, but the runner held up. So a single for Mitchell. That'll leave runners on first and third with 2 outs. Bryson Tomplay comes to the plate. Tomplay is 1 for 2 on the day. He struck out looking in the second, and he singled in the third. This bounces in front of the plate, gets away from the catcher. The runner will score. The throw back to the pitcher gets away. This guy's going to go to third, and he's going to slide in at third base is Savoy. He takes second on the wild pitch, but then goes to third on the error. So another run will score. Actually, Savoy will score, and Mitchell now stands on third base. with 2 outs. Count play takes ball 2.
Berwick has taken a 3-1 lead on Sterlington in the bottom of the 4th, trying to close out that series and advance to Sulphur.
Ground ball hit right at the third baseman. Double clutches, throws to first, throws it short. So on the throwing error, the runner will be safe at first base. That would have been the 3rd out. Another run scores. And it is now 9-0. 5 runs scored here in the bottom of the 4th. So Mustangs have sent 8 batters to the plate. Luke Leonard now stands at the plate. He's the 9th hitter of this inning. This pitch right at the knees for strike 1. Leonard is 0 for 2. And again, right at the knees or possibly just under them for call strike 2. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Leonard flied out to left field in the 2nd and struck out swinging in the 3rd. Reaches out and slaps this to the second baseman, picks it up, throws to first base in time for the 3rd out. So after 4 complete innings, the Mustangs take a 9-0 lead as they score 5 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. So as we move to the 5th inning, we're going to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, starting with thanks to LA Contractors Enterprises for their support. KWBJ Live presentation of Assumption Mustang Baseball. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, nationally recognized hospital, patient-centered excellence. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school baseball in the Tri-City area. Cassie Boudreau Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs. Pop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Guaranteed title, locally owned and operated. Closing homes in St. Mary Parish and all of Louisiana for over 48 years. Let Mike, Jana, and Stephanie help with all of your closing needs. Guaranteed title. Close with us. We now move to the top of the 5th inning. And first baseman Elijah Morris was started off. Morris is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. This pitch misses. Ball 1. On deck will be the right fielder, Tristan Hopper. Going after a fastball in the strike zone, but upper portion of the strike zone, swing and a miss. Ball 1, strike 1. This one popped up on the infield. Calling for it is Semino, making the catch in foul territory for the first out of the 5th inning. That'll bring to the plate right fielder Tristan Hopper. Hopper grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. He is 0 for 1 on the day. He'll bat with nobody on and 1 out. This pitch misses inside. Ball 1. 1-0 the count with 1 out and nobody on. There's a fastball in there for a call strike 1. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
It got me on it.
This hit hard into the ground. It's in fair territory. Seminole picks it up on the first hop. 2 away. That'll bring to the plate the shortstop, Luke Delafield. He grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. So, first pitch, strike 1. Ground ball, hit up the middle. Second baseman picks it up, throws to first. In time, that's Russo with a good defensive play. 3 up, 3 down. And the Griffins go quickly here in the bottom of the 5th. As we move to the bottom of the 5th inning, we'll thank some more of our sponsors without whom we could not be here. So thanks go to State Representative Chad Brown, Napoleonville. Wishes the Mustangs the best of luck in the playoffs. Bring home a state championship. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve. They're on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Staziones, get our Stazione app and order one of our mouth-watering po' boys online at StazioneDeli.com. Staziones, are you hungry yet? A.J. Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick and Highway 1 in Plaquemine. Taco Bell in Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late night. Delivery through DoorDash. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call them at 384-8335. Chris, we're going to move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Mustangs lead by the score of 9-0. If they are able to push across one more run here in the bottom of the 5th, that'll end the game on a 10-run rule game. And they've scored in every at-bat they've had here today. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and 5 in the 4th.
Griffins will stay with Richardson on the mound.
With the DH, Rennie. Nope, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong side. They're actually going to start it off with Evan Russo at the top of the batting order. So they only need 1 run, and they'll have the opportunity to get that run with the top of the batting order. Russo watches the first pitch. It's called strike 1. There's a curveball that's going to get through the hole. It's short in 3rd. And Russo takes the second pitch for the single, and the winning run now stands on first base with nobody out. That'll bring to the plate first baseman Cole Semino. Semino got hit by a pitch in the 1st, struck out in the 2nd, and drew a walk and scored a run in the 4th. Gets the bunt down. Richardson goes to first base in time. So the sacrifice bunt moves the winning run, Russo, over to second base.
Now at the bat, number 4, Reese Turner.
Okay, with 1 away, that'll bring to the plate center fielder Reese Turner. Turner is 2 for 3 tonight. He struck out looking in the 1st. Singled and scored in the 2nd, stole a base also. Tripled and scored in the 4th.
Hit him.
This pitch hits him. So he'll go to first base. Another hit by pitch. That'll bring to the plate Reed By. Reed By is 0 for 3. He struck out 3 times, once in the 1st, once in the 3rd, and struck out looking in the 4th. So he's a cleanup hitter, and that just means he's due right here. A single could end this ball game.
A 307 hitter.
Yes, breaking ball, called strike 1, nothing in 1. on by. On deck is Mason Savoy. By is the Mustangs catcher. Chases a breaking ball for strike 2, 0-2.
Come on, man. Base hit. I'm still trying to get ketchup on my feet.
One away. Runners on first and second. This is popped up behind the first base dugout. Out of play. The count will stay 0-2.
Just protecting the plate. Stick the bat out there and stay alive for another pitch.
Yep, that's his job.
You just lucky I'm not hungry because I don't know.
Richardson gets his sign. The 0-2 pitch coming. Checks the runner. And checks. He held his swing back, I believe. This was a breaking ball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. So now that winning run now stands on third base. Also has a runner on second base. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away. Now, fly ball to the outfield could score that run, that game winner. This bounces off the plate in the net. Coming home and scoring. And that'll be the ball game on the wild pitch as Russo scores the 10th run of the ball game. So with 1 away, curveball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Bounces over his head and into the net. So Mustangs will win this one. Chris, the Mustangs have been involved in shutouts. They played 4 games here in the playoffs, 3 last weekend. They won by shutout twice in 5-inning games. And then the middle game, they got shut out. They played 7 innings, but they got shut out 4-0. So a lot of shutouts here.
And we've seen 5-inning games. Each time we've seen Owen Cimino pitch. This was just typical of what we've seen from Assumption all year. Small ball. They hit singles. They turn them into doubles and triples on the base paths.
Yep.
Solid defense, an error-free defensive job. Cimino not getting many strikeouts today, but forcing a lot of ground balls, letting his defense do the job behind him, and they did an outstanding job.
They sure did, Chris. Like you said, a lot of ground balls hit up the middle especially, but the defense made the play all day long. So good game by them. They'll be back here tomorrow at noon. If they can win that game, that'll wrap it up. If not, we'll have a third game shortly afterwards. So one more time, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, starting with thanks to LA Contracting Enterprises for their support in KWBJ Live's presentation of Assumption Mustang Baseball. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, nationally recognized hospital, patient-centered excellence. Lafayette Electric, 1207 Greenwood Street in Morgan City, proud supporter of high school baseball in the Tri-City area. Cassie Boudreaux Agency, your exclusive all-state agent in Assumption Parish. Call 985-999-7039. Go Mustangs. Pop and Goes proudly supports our Assumption High Mighty Mustangs. Guaranteed Title, locally owned and operated closing homes in St. Mary Parish and all of Louisiana for over 48 years. Let Mike, Jana, and Stephanie help with all your closing needs. Guaranteed Title. Close with us. State Representative Chad Brown, Napoleonville, wishes the Mustangs the best of luck in the playoffs. Bring home a state championship. Core Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, here to restore the quality of life you deserve on Brashear Avenue in Morgan City. Staziones, get our Stazione app or order one of our mouth-watering po' boys online at StazionesDeli.com. Staziones, are you hungry yet? A.J. Doman Automotive Family at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick and Highway 1 in Plaquemine. Taco Bell, Morgan City and Bayou Vista, open late night delivery through DoorDash. Allen's Communications, locally owned TV, cable, internet, and telephone service. Call them at 384-833 5.
And while you're with us, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the KWBJ Live YouTube channel. We will be back again here from Napoleonville at 12 o'clock tomorrow for Game 2. The Assumption Mustangs will try to make their first ever visit to the state semifinals in Sulphur.
All right, everyone, you've been watching KWBJ Live on YouTube from Napoleonville, Louisiana, on the campus of Assumption High School, where the Mustangs have just defeated the North DeSoto Griffins by the final score of 10-0. My name's Aaron Ortigo here with Chris Hunter. We'll be back here tomorrow at noon. Be sure and tune in for some more exciting high school baseball. Have a